Hey y'all, and welcome to part 2 of Christmas in July. Is anybody else getting excited that we're teaching you how to create holiday campaigns and case studies so that you can get your ideal clients?
I mean, this is what it's all about. A lot of businesses get their revenue from the fourth quarter. And I'll tell you what, this is the ideal time that you need to be planning to be able to leverage that time and really kick off a great fourth quarter.
That's right. So get your pen and paper ready because we are giving you an exact formula to create a dynamic top performing campaign to engage your ideal client this Q4. Now, Kyle, I know what you're wondering.
Exactly.
What's the big question here?
Yeah, Crystal, why is the fourth quarter so important?
Why is the fourth quarter so important? Look, the reality is 70% of most businesses' revenue comes from Q4, and most businesses don't have a plan. So, one, the name of the game is changing due to COVID. Two, the majority of most businesses' revenue comes from Q4. Three, they don't have a plan. And four, we're projecting record sales for Q4. What do you think when you see this chart?
Yeah, it's just going to keep on going up. You know what I mean? And so 1 out of 4 are looking to do their sales online, but that leaves 4 out of 5 are going to be walking into your location. Mm-hmm. And so what are you going to do to make it easy for those people that are wanting to walk in a location so that they can come to your business and not the competitors?
Exactly. At our last workshop, we talked about post-COVID culture and how to really invest in your own list and text message follow-up, email message follow-up, how to invest early and go after your existing clients. So if you missed that one, make sure you get the replay. Today's all about creating that top performing campaign because you can do this. Like Kyle said, 1 in 5 will buy online, which is almost 1 in 5, almost 19% here. But 1 in 5 are going to buy online, and that's record sales. But the reality is, like Kyle said, 4 in 5 are walking in. So what's your plan? Regardless of whether you're looking to do online sales or in person, regardless of if you're a real estate agent and you can't sell anything for the holidays, what can you do this holiday season to create a plan that's going to create inbound leads? That's what today's about. And we have a very special guest who's going to help share, because sometimes this early on, it doesn't feel like we need to be talking about Christmas. But Kyle, I see something behind you over your shoulder. What is that over there?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's our Christmas tree in the office. This is to remind us that Christmas is here and it's upon us. We're ready to help businesses grow and thrive in the fourth quarter, and that's what it's all about.
Yes, we are passionate about helping people and businesses and knowing how important fourth quarter is. That's what this is about. So without further ado, let's go ahead. I love it. Look at, he's got Merry Christmas mug and everything. This is so we help our businesses succeed. So let's go ahead and welcome our special guests to the call here. Miss Dorothy and David, do you want to go ahead and turn on your camera and join us today?
I need your help. I did.
So as they're turning this on, I just want to welcome them. Miss Dorothy and David are doing wonderful things within our community. They always, Miss Dorothy's at every networking event and giving back to every opportunity and in leadership roles. And David is always there at the warm smile. So if you need any type of print marketing, shipping, whatever it is, that they're here to help. And so one of the reasons why we wanted to talk with PostNet and share their story of how they created a successful Q4 plan is because it's not a typical buy now, half off Christmas business, right? It's not retail. So in this sense, I want to share their journey. Kyle and I want to work with them to share their journey so you can actually hear firsthand. So Dorothy, are you there?
Not yet. We're trying.
Hold on. All right. Well,
can you hear us?
We sure can.
Okay.
We sure can. So welcome, first of all. What happened? I know we were supposed to, we met last year in person around this time. And did you think it was crazy when I came knocking at your door to talk about fourth quarter in July and August?
No, it was all.
Oh, you should. Yeah.
That made sense to me.
It makes sense, right? Because the reality is it's going to be here before you know it. What was your plan before we sat down last year?
We were just going over things and just starting to plan. So we really hadn't come up with anything big yet.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And y'all have been in business for about 2 years. Is that right? 3 years?
We're going our 4th year now.
fifth year. Excuse me.
Fourth.
A fourth year. All right. So if we're going on a fourth year, that was your third Christmas. You're starting to piece some stuff together. What did it feel like on your own trying to piece this plan together and try to pull something together? What did that feel like?
Nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking, right? Yeah. Oh my goodness. And you better make it right and it's better be good. And then we got to roll it out. There's a lot of pressure there. Absolutely. So go for it, Kyle.
Yeah, so then, you know, Crystal came into y'all's location. She sat down with y'all. She had a planning worksheet. Really, how did that make you feel after talking with Crystal and really putting a plan together?
Well, seeing the planning worksheet helps. They have the plan, and you can just go through it and pick and choose, and it was very helpful.
Awesome. And so walk me through that process, because I remember one of the things that I love about you both is again, I'll put your photo up here, is that you're so cute. I just love y'all. You're just so cute. David, I remember you sat there and you didn't want to write anything down, but you were very engaged. You had excellent ideas and insights. And you were very much participating. And then Dorothy, you had that pen and paper out and you were writing stuff down. Is this how you both kind of tackle brainstorms? Are you usually the note taker, Miss Dorothy?
Yeah, I guess it's the teacher in me. So after 26 years of education, being a teacher, then you have to take notes on whatever's going on, and then you brainstorm together with other teachers.
And then you roll it out. Yeah, absolutely. And then what about you, David? What was your experience? I know, again, you didn't have to write anything down. You were in the moment with us. What was your experience through that planning process?
David's with the customer right now.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
And so I remember, again, I guess what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter if you're the one writing it down or speaking it out. It takes both sides of that coin, right? And having somebody actually sit down with you. What made it easy for you when we came in and we're going through that little worksheet?
Well, the worksheet had everything pointed out, and it gave us new ideas and different ways to look at things, and how to come up and how to execute what we had came up with.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly.
Yeah, so it definitely sounds like the worksheet helped as a guide to really get those ideas together in line so we can move forward and really brainstorm that ultimate fourth quarter for y'all's success.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And now tell us, what did we come up with? What was the campaign that worked for you last year?
We did the Halloween costume contest for your pet.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see if I can remember that far back. Then we did scratch offs for shipping, which we're going to do again this year. And I'm trying to think of what else we did. I can't think of anything. I know there was other things, but we did a Facebook post, and we did an ad thing where we ran the ad on top of with y'all, and that worked out really good. And
yeah, exactly. So one of the things that I love about your campaign is that you really focused on getting what we call first party data, right? Which is through the contests and sweepstakes, you have access to people who want to receive information from you, who are looking for your services. And then what we did from there was we rolled out a scratcher campaign, which was one of the things that David really had a mastermind in. And because you do printing, right, you were able to get these scratchers printed, and they were holiday specific, and you gave them to each person as they came in. And like a lotto ticket, you scratch it off and you either save 10% or 5% or 20%, whatever that number was, on your next purchase. Is that right?
Yes, we did that. And we did one for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas.
Yes, and they came out looking so great. Awesome. And that was able to drive business for you, right?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
And David is here with us now.
Awesome. And so this year coming up, here we go.
Hey,
Dorothy.
Hey, guys.
And so this year coming up, we're going to go ahead and layer on your campaign again with those scratchers, right?
Yes, we are.
Awesome. And stay tuned for the photo contest, the Halloween photo contest, sponsored by PostNet. It is so cute. And I know my dog will be entering as well. So thank y'all so much. We're going to go ahead and look at a couple other little case studies as well, but I just want to thank you for being so brave as to join us online and share your story. Again, what I hope is that somebody watching this is able to think outside the box and one, proactively start planning for Q4. Reach out to Kyle and I will sit down with you and go through that worksheet. And two, start thinking about what worked previously, what's working offline, and how can you translate that to Q4 with a fun twist. And that was a really successful campaign with those scratchers. So congratulations. Again, if you're looking for the best printed materials in Victoria, you got to check them out. If you're looking for your shipping needs, you got to check them out. And they can print the largest signs in Victoria. They got this brand new printer on their store, and sublimation printing is a thing. These people are awesome. So thank you so much, David and Dorothy. We're going to drop in and look at a couple other case studies, but thank you again for joining us.
And if anybody wants scratch offs for their own personal reasons, come on in and see us.
Yeah. So this is a great point. So again, you can translate this strategy to your business, whether or not you're selling Avon or doing massages or doing retail stores or even a real estate agent. You can give scratch offs that can enter to win different prizes and make this really fun this holiday season. Great point, David. And they're right here on Navarro. So come check them out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, David and Dorothy.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, all right. So here we are. I am so grateful to stand in front of you, I guess sit in front of you and share some incredible case studies. We had David and Dorothy on the line just now, and we pour blessings all over their business. We also have some really great case studies for retail, home and garden, B2B, automotive, you name it. We can really specialize in highly targeted leads. So this is our sweet spot. And again, we welcome the opportunity to do some Q4 planning with you as well. Anything you want to say about this, Kyle, before we move on?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is so important. And this is definitely around a targeted campaign and behavioral marketing. So whenever somebody searches on Google for, clothing stores near me, they have shown an intent to look for clothing. And so when they do that, if you have a targeted campaign set up within the business, and let's say the client goes to yahoo.com and goes to weather.com as shown on the screen, they start seeing your digital ad, follow them around the internet, creating those multiple touch points.
Yeah, so essentially, this is one of the many toolboxes you have, and it is a phenomenal tool. I'm so pumped about hyper-targeted leads. So if you're a niche business, get out there, raise your hand, and learn how targeted leads can help you catapult your success for fourth quarter. So we're going to spend some time talking about that and a couple other options, but let's start filling out this worksheet. We spent so much time talking with David and Dorothy here. So as a business, I want you to really sit down. I see we have about 10 or 15 people on Facebook who are watching right now. Special shout out to Mario Gomez, Martha Rodriguez, Sandra Heights, Sydney, John Renton. Thank you so much for watching. And I know we got our people here on the call. So I want you to take the time right now to write down what is your number one top product. What's driving 80% of your success? You're going to get this worksheet in the follow-up replay, but take the time to write this down right now. What's the top product driving your success that you want to focus on for Q4?
And that's so important, Crystal. We talk about this a lot, that Pareto principle, that 80-20 rule, and really leveraging your business to, your marketing to that 80% that's driving your business, because you need that bread and butter to keep the lights on in your store. And so if you notice that you're marketing to your 20% more than your 80, well, then maybe you need to make a shift to go to the 80 and then sprinkle in a little bit on that 20 as you go along.
Yeah. And I love my real estate agents, special shout out, right? And real estate agents are notorious for this, where they get a lot of leads for people who want to be a first-time home buyer, but that takes a lot of hand-holding. And they prefer the double-ended deal where you're going to be able to get commission on both the sale and purchase of a home. So the 20% often is this double-ended deal, and 80% is the first-time home buyers. But then they say, but I want to grow this part, so I really want to focus on that. And so there is a time and place to focus on that. But for your Q4, this is where you want to be able to knock it out of the park with your top product. So the rest of the year, focus on growing that 20%. Sure, that's a great goal. That's going to improve your business profitability. But for this fourth quarter, this is where you go after the masses. This is where you hit hard on your specialty. So if you're an antler shop and you got that one type of antler that's driving your business, then you want to write down that one specific product for that antler. If you're a real estate agent and it's double-ended deals that's driving your business, write down double-ended deals. If it's leasing and you're a real estate or leasing office and it's that one specific office you know is going to be open, write that down. What is your top product? And then I want you to write down the goal. What is that $500 champagne goal that's going to have you kicking your feet up saying, oh yeah, I did it? What is that goal that's going to get you juice? You need to know both of those before we get started. So please take the time to write that down.
Yeah, absolutely. What is that big win? What is that ultimate goal that is going to make you sit on top of a mountain and be like, you know what? Yeah, let's pop that bottle of champagne. Let's do this, because that is what we're going after, because you are prone to get there.
Yes, absolutely. So right now, let's go ahead and write out the offer that's going to get you there, right? What's step one, Kyle?
Yeah, so definitely this is where it's so important, because you've got to have a call to action. You've really got to play out that plan with offers or discounts and really having that call to action.
So the first thing we're going to do is set your headline. So for your headline, for something like Dorothy and David, they were talking specifically about shipping. So they would say holiday shipping made easy, for example, right? Or save 20% on shipping. So something that's short and succinct that really identifies, you know, what someone needs, right? Stop guessing on shipping, right? Start shipping smarter. Whatever that is, what is those 3 to 5 words that really summarize that product? Then the next thing we want to do is bring in your subheading. Now, this is where you have to express why you're the best person to do this for them. So shipping made easy, you know, is nice, but then you say, you know, conveniently located on Navarro and open, you know, 6 days a week, whatever that is. If you have a specific thing that separates you because your employer or your competitor is not on Navarro and they're not open 6 days a week, that would be an example. What would be another example here where you could talk about for a subheading, Kyle?
Yeah, definitely. So this is the, you know, maybe a little more precise and really driving into what your customers want to feel or how they want to, you know, react to that main headline.
Absolutely. And then here we're going to talk about where do you send them. Now, our whole next workshop is on how you optimize your website for the best results. Because so often people are sending people to their homepage and hoping they figure out where to click around and how to get you their information. And people are not that smart, no offense. So you need to tell them exactly where to go and have that page with the exact offer you're offering there. So that's all our next workshop. But find somewhere where you're going to send somebody when they click on your ad or when they ask for more information. What's that next step? Is it a phone call even? Then write down that phone number.
Yeah, so important. Just make it easy for that client to really have that direct link to take them where you want them to go.
Absolutely. And then start thinking about some creative, right? So video outperforms regular images by 1,200%. I've been saying 600% for like 6 years, talking about the good news of video. And my ads person corrected me based on data. It is now 1,200%. So if you're not using video in your ads, in your posting, in your creative, you're missing out. So is there a way you can do a quick interview on your cell phone or a case study with a client? What can you do to leverage video or images to really make that offer come to life?
And definitely, it doesn't have to be long videos. It can be quick little video, boomerang videos, just anything to really capture that audience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And make sure the images, try not to use stock photos, and make sure they show, you know, what they're afraid of and what they need. So it kind of shows them in that sweet spot. Now, the last one here is call to action. It looks like it's cut off just a little bit here, but tell them what to do, right? So that call to action is book now, click here, get a quote, free estimate, schedule a tour, order online, check availability, right? Download, sign up, subscribe, schedule an appointment, enroll now. Look, I just gave you like 15 because I want to really show you that this isn't just one thing, but you need to be clear about telling them what to do. And again, I know we have some real estate people on the call today. This would be figure out what your home's worth, right? Or call today, right? If that's a first step. What would you say to somebody who's trying to figure out a call to action, Kyle?
Yeah, definitely. So what is the 80% of your clients doing? Are they calling you? Are they walking in? Is it one of those where you call today, or are they going to a direct link to your website to fill out a form fill? Whatever that is, get to contact us, call us, and however that is, really leveraging that to 80% of your clients is a great start.
Yeah, absolutely. Be intentional about what you want them to do. Do they need to fill out a form on your website? Do you want a phone call? Do you want them to text you? Do you want them to like your page and follow for more information? I mean, think about what it is you want them to do and tell them exactly to do that, and then provide the link to do it and the image that inspires them. So again, so often people get so overwhelmed, like Ms. Dorothy said, it was nerve-wracking to just try to pull together a fourth quarter plan out of nowhere. But this is where you start. What is that top product or service that's driving your business? What is the big goal associated with it? And then what are 3 to 5 words that can really succinctly say what it is you're offering? A couple more words to give a little bit more depth, and then provide the link where they go to get more information. Put an image or video and a clear call to action. That is literally how you create a campaign. So stop guessing and wondering and stumbling through this and feeling overwhelmed and paralyzed, and simply take this process. So we have a whole worksheet that we're going to walk you through this exact process, but so you can take the time to do it yourself, and we will sit down with you and brainstorm this as well. So please reach out. Kyle and I are both available to help you plan out your offer on your core product. Now, okay, so you say, okay, but I understand perhaps how to set a heading and a subheading, and it needs an image, but then how do I get the leads to show up in my inbox, right? Where do I put that information? So this is my favorite thing. We've already talked a little bit about hyper-targeted leads, but Kyle, if we had a number one hack for somebody who says I only have $250, $500, whatever that very small budget, they want a big impact. What's a big, easy way to get a big win?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is addressable geo-fencing, and this is one of those tools in that toolbox of targeted marketing. And so this is where we can talk to them and say, hey, well, do you have a list of previous clients or current clients? We can actually, if you have their USPS address, we can actually put a little digital fence around that property line and send digital ads to those devices in that area. And so what that means is if you have a great special coming up, if you have anything of that nature, we can deliver that ad to them, and it'll start following them around the internet from the different websites they go to.
I so love this. I really want to say this super clear. I mean, you said it, but let's really drill this down. Okay. I'm going to be Captain Obvious and make this super simple, y'all. If you've got a Christmas list where you can mail somebody a card, we can deliver ads to all devices in that household. That's the iPad, the phones, the computer, the connected TV, you name it, and we can deliver a message. So if it would be beneficial to put a big billboard in the front yard of your existing clients to tell them the special you're going to have for Q4, if that would be a big win, then guess what? We could do that with a digital billboard and follow them around the internet. So again, this is the easiest, most cost-effective way to be able to get seen. It's looking at anywhere from $10 to $15 per 1,000 views. So again, this is not a big dollar ticket item. Previously, only Fortune 500 companies had access to this, and they had to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. But this is affordable and at your fingertips, available for nonprofits and for local businesses and people who need foot traffic right here in their community.
Crystal, wait, can I just share the best part of it?
Yeah, please.
Okay. We can actually show how many people clicked on the ad, and then we put a digital fence around your location, and we can show you how many people clicked on the ad and walked into your location, called it a conversion.
Wow.
So we can show the return on investment. And so, yeah,
Wow.
Absolutely is the best part, and we're so excited to offer the service.
So wait, you're saying we can deliver ads to somebody's Christmas list for the people who know, like, and trust them and most likely to engage with their product, or previous client list. And then we can actually show how many of them turned around and walked in their location. Whoa, whoa. Okay. For like $10 to $15 per thousand, no setup fees, no hidden fees. Wow. Okay. I'm blown away. So again, that's why when we talk about how you take your campaign and turn that into an actual top performing campaign, the number one way we're going to recommend generally for 9 out of 10 businesses is to use targeted display ads. And that is what Kyle's talking about. This is what we call addressable and is one of 6 major options we have. We can identify online and offline purchasing patterns and hyper target. I mean, I like to give the example of whether or not you want to get in front of Republicans or Democrats, or even the people who donated to the political party, or people who shop at Lowe's, or what have kids, don't have kids, own a truck, you name it. We can hyper target those people and follow them around the internet. So again, targeted display ads is a tremendous way to drive traffic and can prove ROI. What would you say about social media ads for somebody who's considering it a Q4 campaign here?
Yeah, absolutely. Social media has exploded during COVID, and people are on Facebook, Instagram all the time. And so really having the social media ads to go after those demographics within Facebook will definitely really just echo that ad as well.
I absolutely love it. So Facebook does not have as good of targeting capabilities as targeted display ads. So I'm going to just call that out, right? But it's still a very cost-effective way to get in front of your target audience. So especially if you have a free PDF or a giveaway, a checklist, an e-course, whatever it is that you can give away for free, this is a really great way to get contact information and get leads. And again, this is when you would want to start, is in July, August, September, maybe October. So then you have those leads to hit them hard in November, December. Like David and Dorothy said, they did a Halloween contest. So that means they were able to get access to first party data, people who asked for more information from them in October, so they can then market to throughout the holiday. So have something big for Halloween, for back to school, knowing you need that data to target to. The other thing is if you have emails of your exact audience, you can target them on Facebook. So again, USPS address, right here, you can target using targeted ads. Email address, we can target on Facebook. All right. So let's kind of wrap this slide up, but I want to make sure, because somebody's sitting out there feeling really defeated and broke and sad. Okay, COVID has left a lot of people hurting, and they're feeling like maybe $500 is even too much for them to market. What would you say to somebody who has a $50 a month budget?
Yeah, definitely. And that's site retargeting, and that's something where it's one of those tactics for targeted, right? So what you do is it's a little pixel that goes onto your website, and anybody who goes to your website, they show an intent to go to your site. When they leave, we start following them around the internet with your digital ad. And so this is definitely a hot lead because they go to your website. And so just for $50, we can definitely track that person around the internet after they leave your website.
Absolutely. So it doesn't matter if you're doing radio, billboards, TV, digital ads, social, you name it, just word of mouth network marketing. If you're sending people to your website and you don't have site retargeting on it, you're losing out and working harder than you have to. Because when they get to the site and the plumber's at the door, or the kids call, or they leave, they're gone possibly forever. But if you have those ads, you can retarget them back to your website to take action. And then lastly, there's some really great opportunities in the newspaper. I want to really include that. We are the digital marketing agency, M. Roberts Digital, sister company of the Victoria Advocate. So it is worth noting that the newspaper does have some really great rates right now. And lastly, whether or not it's the newspaper or someone else, make sure you're engaging influencers, right? Influencer marketing is real. Somebody who has about 2,000 or more followers and gets 20, 30, 40, 50 likes on their posts is a candidate for influencer marketing. That means you pay them 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, whatever that number is, to post on their account, on their social accounts about your services. That's called affiliate marketing, and it is your secret weapon. So make sure you're leveraging influencers. Yes, sir. Okay. What would you say? Any final advice on that before we move forward?
Yeah, influencers are definitely, important because you got to tag them in that post to really create that echo across their channels as well. And so shout out to really Colorado Antlers Connor Clark with 13,500 followers. So definitely an influencer on that end.
There you go. Look. So, and right now he got the benefit of influencer marketing where we're talking about him. So it's a win-win-win here. I'm telling you. So, okay, we're going to wrap this up here and get you your worksheet and set up our individual appointments with you. But I want to just give you the actual best times to post on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. Knowing that social is going to be a major component for pretty much every business who's on here. So Monday through Saturday at 11 is the best time to do Facebook. Monday, Tuesday, Friday at 11 is the best time for Instagram. It's worth noting though, that Thursdays, people are more likely to give you a thumbs up on Facebook, right? I guess they're feeling the weekend vibes and they'll give you a little thumbs up more so than any other day. So Thursday at 11 is the best time to post. And we recommend putting a boost on it, which would be about $15 for 5 days is the sweet spot. And that will run over the weekend when they have a spike in attendance and eyeballs on Facebook. So if you're looking for the best time to post on Facebook, Thursday at 11 and boost it for 5 days. Go for it, Kyle.
Yeah, definitely. You got to boost it. That's the first step. You're putting the content together. Take the time to boost it because you got to get more eyeballs on your post because your business, you put so much time and effort into your business. So why not promote it and definitely get it out in front of people? So Twitter, 7 to 9 a.m. Definitely the best time before the workday starts on any day. And then LinkedIn, Wednesday at 2 p.m. And then also, so, LinkedIn is definitely a way to get in front of those, business to business and those, CEOs of the business and really leveraging that part of it.
Yeah, and it's worth noting there's the highest educated audience on Twitter, the highest number of millionaires on LinkedIn, the highest number of millennials, under 30 on Instagram. Highest number of millennials would be TikTok. And then Facebook has the largest demographic of everybody. And then YouTube, it's always a good time to post on YouTube. So I just thank y'all so much for hanging with us. Again, we want to go through this worksheet with you, with each of our clients. We put up a tree, we're holding our Christmas mugs in July because we're committed to helping each of our businesses come up with a plan. So whether you advertise with us or not, reach out. We are passionate about helping you get clear on a plan. So we're going to get you the worksheet with the replay. Mark your calendars for the second and fourth Thursday at 11 a.m. coming up. So that's August 12th and of course, August 26th. So the next step, once you come up with your campaign and you start driving what we call website traffic, then you need to make sure where you're sending them looks and feels like the ad. This is one of the biggest ways that people fall on their face. So you want to make sure that you're starting early, you're engaging your existing sphere, use your data, your first party data, like your list and your text messages, then come up with your best offer. It drives 80% of your revenue. Give your subheading, think about your creative, all of that. And now the next step is prepare your social and your website so that when you bring people to it, you slam dunk it closed and have better conversion. So thank y'all so much. Make sure you RSVP for the next events. That is TexasBusinessGrowthSeminars.com. And I'm going to go ahead and drop that in on Facebook in our chat as well. But that is TexasBusinessGrowthSeminars.com. I'm Crystal Lindsay.
And I'm Kyle Motal.
And we are M. Roberts
Digital.
Whoop, whoop. So thank y'all so much. This is our exact contact information. Our cell phones are on there. You can absolutely reach us there. Again, we want to help you come up with a plan. You got this. So thank y'all. Let's see if we have any questions. I did have one request for somebody to get connected over with our beloved Postnet. So I'm going to go ahead and get them connected. I don't see any other questions. I am watching our live stream on Facebook as well. I can see who's watching there, but we don't have any questions posted yet. So with that, thank y'all so much. Please do comment below if you're watching this on Facebook and have a question, or hit the reply if you're on the replay. And with that, we'll see you at the next one. Thank y'all so much.
See y'all.